So this time we're taking a look at the small 3 3/4, 4-inch scale line that is meant for, I guess, the general public as regards to the movie masters, which are more for the collectors. You do get quite a bit in this package, even though the figure is pretty small. One of the draws of these figures is that they all come with a different Green Lantern construct. And you see this one is the classic fist construct. And they're all made out of this nice, clear, translucent green plastic. And it's slightly rubbery. And they also come with a Green Lantern ring made of both a clear green translucent plastic, which you can kind of see the detailing underneath, which it kind of gives off the sense that this has power in it. Kind of highlights that there's energy contained within the ring, in addition to having a very stone-like sculpt to it. You can see the little holes or whatever, and you can see that the clear plastic is mounted atop a gray plastic. The actual ring portion, and it is very small. Even though it is soft and rubbery at the end here, getting it over my finger is a real chore. However, a kid's finger will probably fit. It'll probably fit very nicely, as it fits on my pinky pretty well. This is aimed more towards the kids, it would seem. Looking at the back of the package here, you do get a little write-up about Hal Jordan. A nice promo art featuring the character, and a little bit of information here, and other figures in this wave. Now, taking a look at the figure itself, I really don't have a problem with the sculpt here. For such a small figure, it is pretty detailed. I do have a problem with the amount of articulation on this. Now that's, again, this is from the mind of a collector. So that's the way I'm reviewing these figures. And I really think they could have added some more articulation to these figures. And the head just goes left and right. There is no up and down movement. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out. That's it. He rotates at the waist and moves forward at the legs here. That is it. If you get these for a kid, I think they're really good toys. For how small they are very detailed, and I think they're pretty playable. Again, I would have liked to see at least knee joints here. Bend in the knee, and maybe a bend in the elbow as well. I think that would have made them great figures for kids. I think they kept the arms straight because of the gimmicks, which is the accessories. And I love that the gimmicks are based on the accessories. I hate gimmicks that are based around figures. They really oftentimes get in the way of the figure. So confining it to a gimmick, and these gimmicks and slash accessories make sense with regards to Green Lanterns, because they can make things from their ring. And so, does this work? Well, yes and no. I think it's a great attempt. The way it fits onto the figure is nice. It's tight. Look, you can suspend him from it, and he's not going to fall. However, I think they did not realize how weighty he was going, how heavy this is going to be for the figure to stand up on his own. But they're meant to be played with, I think. So if you're a kid, you're gonna grab the toy like this, and you're gonna swing it around, and I think it stays on pretty well. I mean, it'll eventually fly off, but it grips pretty well. And if you hold them like that and smack them around, you can hit things with it. And so on that level, I think it works. And people forget that these things are supposed to be toys. They're supposed to be played with, and these are primarily meant to be played with. They're not, I love to have action figures sit on the shelf and be able to pose them in many different ways. But it's another thing to actually go ahead and have an imagination and play with the figures. And so, while this figure will never stand up with this construct, I think that as a play thing, it works very well. I think what made it great is if they had a knee bend in the figure. The elbow bend I could really do without, because of the nature of using the constructs, and you just need that much, a little bit more stability in the arms than you would the legs. I do wish that maybe they could have brought in a stand of some sort, because he does have a peg hole there, but nothing to put him onto. Even if it sacrificed getting the ring for a stand. I mean, he does stand pretty well on his own. I say as he falls over. He does stand pretty well on his own, but I think because of the way he was in the package, his legs are slightly bent out of shape, and he does have a tendency, I find, to tip over a little bit if he's not in exactly the right position. So stay tuned for my review on the Kilowog figure from this line, and until my next video, I'll see you.